Hi, I'm James Brooks, a reporter with the Anchorage Daily News. Alaska has a new election system this year, and you probably have some questions about it. Here's how it works. First things first, all candidates for each race must enter by June 1st. And this time around, governor and lieutenant governor run as a single team. After everyone's signed up, the next step is the primary election on August 16th. In the past, you might have been asked which ballot you want when you go into the polling place. This year, there's only one ballot, and all of the candidates, regardless of party, are on it. You'll vote for one candidate per race. The top 4 vote getters will head into the general election. If there's 4 or fewer people running, then all of the candidates advance. After the primary, we'll get a few more months of campaigning before the general election, which this year is on November 8th. In that election, you'll be asked to pick which candidate is your favorite, second favorite, third favorite, fourth, and if you want to vote for write-in, there's space for a 5th option. You'll be voting for all of the races this way: Governor, State House and Senate, Congress. This will be the first time Alaskans are voting like this, using a system called ranked choice voting. Here's what the ballot looks like. Let's talk about how to mark it. Imagine elk, polar bear, penguin, and owl are running for office. You prefer elk, and you're definitely anti-penguin.
She doesn't even go here.
So maybe you'll fill out your ballot like this: elk, polar bear, owl, and penguin. You could also choose to only partially fill out the ballot and just leave off penguin entirely. If more than half of the voters mark elk as their first choice, elk wins. But if no one has more than half the votes, the candidate with the fewest first choice votes gets eliminated. So, goodbye, elk. Now that elk's eliminated, everyone who voted for elk first then has their vote counted for their second choice. So if you voted for elk first, then polar bear, owl, and penguin, now your ballot goes to polar bear first, owl, then penguin. Election officials will count again, and the process starts all over. If a candidate has the outright majority, they will be declared the winner. If not, the process is repeated until a candidate wins. If you try to pick 2 first choices, say elk and polar bear, that vote won't be counted at all, though your ballot will still count in other races where you voted correctly. There will be other things on the ballot that don't use ranked choice voting. The normal ballot measures, the Constitutional Convention question, those will be yes or no questions. All of this tallying could delay the election results. More likely than not, we won't know who's won until 15 days after Election Day. And even then, there still might be some doubt, because in Maine, when ranked choice voting was used for the first time, a losing candidate sued, arguing that the new law was implemented unconstitutionally. The same thing could happen here, and that would delay the results. So if you have any more questions about this, drop us a line. You can read more about how we got here at ktoo.org and adn.com.